Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Skool Morning Show. It's a beautiful 70 degrees, clear skies, and that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about school with a K, not with a CH. We're talking about Skool, online communities, how to build one, how to monetize one, and today is our Skool Recap show. It's going to be a freaking awesome day. My name is Eric. You know me, you love me, or you hate me, and I'm here with my co-host, Jenna.
Who has found all the sounds and
Lord.
insists on using them. Good morning. It's Friday. Yay.
Yeah, we're getting down on Friday. We are getting down on Friday, just like Rebecca Black.
It's Friday. Now we're going to get a copyright.
Stop it. You're going to give us a copyright strike.
Oops.
Yeah, we are both feeling a little silly crazy today. We both kind of have colds. I'm masking very well, so you can't even tell.
I don't know if mine's a cold or if mine's allergies, if I'm being honest.
I mean, they're kind of the same thing. I don't know science.
I don't know either, but at the same time, I like to go with allergies because then there's some hope that an allergy pill might take it away, you know?
Yeah, I'm loading up on Allegra.
Same. Literally same. Allegra D is what I do.
Oh, I can't do D. I will literally start running laps around the house.
I have to have it. I think where I'm located with how much wind we get, it's like so crazy that we have to have like the strongest version. Actually, most people go to the doctor and get a steroid shot for their allergies. And I'm like, no thanks for me.
Dust bowl out there. Yeah.
Yep.
Anytime I get a steroid shot, I get really sweaty. So I would also avoid those.
We don't want to go into what happens if I get a steroid shot. I just die, basically. It reminds me, like, okay, we're just going to go into this squirrel. There was one time I had to go to the doctor, and I told them, don't give me Valium right now. Like, I know I'm freaking out because the pain was so unbearable that I had. I was like, but don't give me Valium. Lady comes in, hands me something, and I had already just told her, don't give me this, and then she gave me Valium.
Oh, no.
And so then I was like, when the way my body reacts is it does the opposite. Kind of, I think they've said ADHD kind of can do that to you. Like coffee will make you sleepy
Yep, I've heard that.
You know, same thing happened with that. And so I'm like, it did the opposite effect. And they were like, oh no, what's happening? I was like, did you give me freaking Valium? And they were like, yes.
Listen.
I'm like, bro. I told you. And then I was like, I'm gonna die here. And so that's probably not what they wanted to hear in their ER. So that's great.
They don't want to hear that for sure. Well, if you guys want to drop any comments, put them down in the What is School post in Skool.
Yes.
In the What is School. What is Skool? We have a post. It's pinned at the top. Comment anything you want, and I will throw it up on screen. It's basically free advertisement for you. Your face is going to get shown in front of all these people. So let us know if you have any comments or concerns.
These are living on forever inside YouTube. I actually am thinking I'm going to try to like make some better thumbnails after the fact to go with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, with all that extra free time we have, you know, just put some more extra work on myself. But how did you feel this week went for you? Let us know in the comments how your week went. And Eric, you go.
I think this week went great. I went to the zoo. I took the kids to the dentist yesterday. I thought it was only going to take about 45 minutes. We ended up being there like 3 hours just because that's how it goes. We almost got kicked out of the dentist because my kid cannonballed onto a beanbag chair and the insides of the beanbag went everywhere. And then all these people were like eyeballing me like I was a bad parent. And I'm like, I'm just trying to survive over here. If they shouldn't even have this here if they don't want kids to cannonball on it. That's all I'm saying.
That's what is it with kids just cannonballing on stuff, you know?
I don't know.
Like just they take their body and they're like, let me see how fast I can hurl it at something.
Yeah. We got some comments. Wendy's here with the coffee. I bet it is the French press. And then we got Arden said that school isn't real. Well, I mean,
you're not real.
Nothing's real. We've talked about this on the Conspiracy Day.
Yeah. Well, we need to have a what is real school, and then Arden can be in it, and we can be like, this just isn't a real school at all, you know?
It's all fake.
So let me make sure that I'm doing my job.
Nothing is real.
What is real?
What is real? School isn't real.
Yeah. That is how this week is going. Jenna found all the media
Here's a comment
slots.
from Jesse. He also did it with a beanbag chair at once, jumped on it, and the living room was filled with them. Yeah, it was terrible.
Wow.
I darted out of that dentist office as fast as I could. I was a little bit embarrassed, but also, it is what it is.
So I did this as a full-grown adult in Costco, but it didn't explode. It was just, have you seen those the bean bags? I think they're called like the love sacks, and they're just so huge that you like. Yeah, it's called love sack. They have like love sack couches, and you can like, it's basically Legos with couches. So you get to maneuver them and make them however you want. They're like some of the most expensive couches.
I don't know what that is.
You can unzip them and like throw the whole thing into the washer or change the way your couch looks. It's really cool.
Oh, that's nice.
But they have bean bags that are like the size of an adult, like an adult
Wow,
version of a bean
that's
bag.
cool. Yeah, I need to get something like that. Our couches are like 20 years old because I refuse to replace any furniture or paint or do any type of home improvement until my kids are at least 18 because they are still of the age where they will color on the walls.
Yes. I think that's only happened once for me so far. And it was a learning experience for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I jumped on that love sack beanbag in Costco, we were being goofy, and we were having fun with like the salespeople, and they were like, yeah, try to like jump in it and see how it like engulfs you. Well, I did it, but I also slightly missed, and so then I like right on the concrete with your tailbone.
Oh my
and you're
gosh.
Like, bam.
Ah.
So I didn't hurt the beanbag. I hurt myself.
Well, good.
Which
But I
is
have
a
to
running
say,
theme.
I hate the term love sack.
Yeah,
terrible.
it's just a really weird way to say it. But yeah, that's what the brand is in Costco. So maybe I'll pull one up.
Yeah, see if you
Maybe.
can find one.
So
But
we know what we're talking about.
what are we talking about today? Oh, today's our school recap show. We're going to be talking
Heck
about
yeah.
all the interesting things that we saw on the school platform. If you don't know what school is, it is an online community course platform, but it's way better than all the others. It's not like Kajabi. The people on school are a little bit weirder, a little bit stranger.
But I do have another question for you before we get into that. But let me
okay.
go ahead and pull these up. I'm just going to do the Google version so you can see all the different types of ones. Now, do I have the ability to bring something on?
You should.
Okay.
You should, yeah.
Let's see. Someone was asking in the comments like what we're talking about. We're talking about a lot of different things. Is it gonna come up? Okay, see
Yep,
how
there it
huge
is.
these are? They're like
Oh,
massive.
okay, I see. Yeah, I've seen those on TikTok. Those were really, really big on the TikTok shop lives at one point, but they cost like $300, something like that.
Yeah, they're not cheap, but like for like especially with the couches, you see how you can make so many different things out of them.
Mm-hmm.
So if
I
you
like that.
were, you could have it like one way, but then if you're hosting people, you could change it up. Anyways, that was not what we were here to talk about.
No, it wasn't.
Side trail.
All right.
Was just like that. Was there anything that you wish you would have done this week, but time slipped by too fast to get it done?
I was barely on school this week at all because I've just not been home. I've been at the zoo and doing all these other crazy things.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to get an offer put together, and my goal that I've not really said is I would like to have some kind of offer out while you're on vacation.
Oh my God.
I would like
What?
to something, even if it's like
That's
like
super
one of our like
exciting.
our quick offers like that we talked about the other day. Something like that, something kind of low ticket, just not too much pressure, just testing the waters,
That's cool. So now, you know what? This is what one of our episodes will have to be about, that we're going to pre-record, because I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions about it. Now you determined what we're doing later.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next week we're kind of taking a little bit of a break, but we will still have episodes Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but they will be pre-recorded. We're testing that out and seeing how that's going to be. So still tune in because they're going to be really interesting.
We're going to share some stuff on there and go over a couple of the topics that you guys brought up and asked for us to do. And they may be a little bit shorter, though, since you guys aren't here live to interact with us. And this is something that I would like to encourage all of you guys to think about, too, is we had thought about we could bring on different guests or somebody else to co-host, kind of like what I did on Wednesday when I had Arden on here. But at the same time, if I'm already taking time off, it might be nice for Eric to also be off a little bit and get some time to focus in on what he's trying to create and do. So those are things that you could be doing in your schools. Is when you know you're going to be off, just try to, rather than trying to make sure that you still show up or whatever, just find different ways and let people know ahead of time, hey, it'll be a little different, but it does give you the freedom to do that, to take the time that you need.
And as much as you were kind of freaking out on the day that I wasn't here, it would be so much worse if I was doing this by myself without you.
I don't know. How many times did you say Jenna?
Probably more than 47.
47.
I do have another little comment here. Today is actually Faith's birthday. Happy freaking birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh, let me do this. Ready?
Oh, yep, ready. Yay!
Yay! That's awesome. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a really good day and you do something to celebrate you. Make sure you take time for yourself too.
Yep.
Because you deserve it. It's one day out of the year,
There's a lot of schoolers that have birthdays coming up.
It's because April is just awesome, bro.
Let me think. What happened 9 months before April? Yep.
Before we go into the Skool Weekly Recap, I want to let you guys know, if you love the morning show, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and share the video with other schoolers that you know. This is to help show YouTube that it should be pushed out to more people. One of the things that we've been doing as we've been doing this morning show is learning how to grow the channel and how to what we can do to make it better. So if you are watching this now or in the future, make sure you like the video, and that will help push it out. In fact, there's a difference because we go live vertically and horizontally. So that would be the shorts feed and then also just the regular feed. The regular feed is something that stays public, and then the short feed gets unlisted afterwards. So it's the desktop version. What landscape?
The horizontal version, just a regular YouTube live.
Yeah, that's the one that we want to have pushed out to people because that will help grow the channel. And it's just one way, if you like the show, that you can help show support towards it. But let's get into...
It's funny. It's been 2 months that we've been doing the show, and that's the first time I think we've ever done a CTA.
Right. Yeah. It's we first of all, we just started it and we're winging it, right? And now we're learning more about the channel and how to push things out. And also, as we're doing this, I think at some point, Eric, don't you think we want to create something to kind of give people pointers and show them behind the scenes and how to do it sometime?
Yeah, that's another thing that I wanted to talk about is what we're doing and why we're doing it, because there's a lot of thought that went into this that I got some stuff to share. So that might be something I'll talk about next week.
Maybe it could be part of one of your quick offers.
It could be.
All right. So let's go into the Skool Weekly Recap. It's basically what's been going on. If you have things that have been going on for your school and what you've been doing this week, please make sure to let us know, because we would like to talk about it. And Arden is just distractosaurus. He is. Yeah, I'm gonna create a little chat GPT. He's saying that he's disliking it right now.
Yeah, banned.
We're gonna put you in the corner of shame. But let us know what's been going on, because it's fun to look at what's going on overall in school, but we like to also specifically see what you guys are up to.
Yeah.
But
there were some really exciting things that happened in school this week. Like I said, I haven't really been on it as much, but I did see some good posts that I want to talk about. with y'all.
Awesome. Which one do you want to start with?
We can just start with the school news. There was the Very Good School News episode where they were talking about keywords. And we've talked about this a little bit over the past couple of weeks. I don't think it's actually rolled out yet as far as like it affecting discovery. I think, but you can start putting your keywords in there. I think up to
Correct.
11.
You can get 11 keywords, and it will be in effect sometime in May, is what I have heard.
Yep. And it will help you get found in search and discovery. So that's always good. The more places you can get found, the faster you'll grow.
One thing that I really like about them releasing it prior to it going live is that people really get time to like think about this. If you're limited to 11, what 11 are the most important to you? You get to, in fact, I think one of the episodes that we'll probably do for the pre-recording is like different ways that you can find your keywords. And also one of the bigger ways that you could do it is just asking your people, right?
Yeah.
So I think that when you ask your people, you'll end up getting even more of a clear answer. Like, what would you have searched to find this community? They probably have a lot more insight on that than you would even have it. Because when when you look at it versus like, this is what you're doing and you're so hands-on that you don't even like step out of the bubble to like look at it from a bigger perspective.
Yeah.
That can happen sometimes.
Yeah. And if you were in the Proveworth community, I don't know if anybody knows Matthew Burns. He did a call about it a few days ago. And I hope he puts the replay up because I'd like to go back and listen to it because he's always got a lot of good things to say about this kind of stuff because he's like a keyword nerd, which I appreciate because I'm also kind of a nerd at that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know he made a post and I don't know if he did a replay of it or not, but that would be good to know. Oh, yeah, it does. Keyword research workshop recording.
Okay.
They did that 7 days ago, so that is in there. It's like an hour long.
Yeah, go check it out.
Worth going and watching.
It's worth going to Proveworth.
Yes. Agreed. All right. And then we also had, this was a really cool one. The Jesse got a card. In fact, he just commented that on on What is School too. He got a card that traveled 10,000 plus miles to come to him, which is really cool.
That's an expensive postcard, I would imagine.
Yeah. So what do you think about physical gifts?
I am so bullish on it. I love it. I just think it means so much more actually getting something in your hand, and it just shows from like a member perspective, if someone sent me something, wow, they care so much. And I always think about Mary Ann, about how she sent me those crayons at one time for my kids. And like, that's something I'll never forget. And it was just like a small little gesture, but I'm never going to forget that. And I've been sent, like hats and stuff and wearing that on my head and like seeing that community's logo on there. It's like, I feel a part of this now. And it reduces churn. It makes me not want to leave.
I definitely think, because there's been a couple of times where I've talked to different people and they've gone back and forth on like what kind of physical gifts they want to do. So a postcard is really simple to send, right? As far as like you have just the postage and the card. But then there's other people that are like, well, I want to get them all the equipment they need to make good videos. And it's like, okay, well, now we got to like look at your pricing and when are you actually getting an ROI, and like how long should they stay before they get that physical gift? And then there's the merch and stuff like that. One of the things that I have really enjoyed, like you said, Marianne, she made a book. It's like a school coloring book.
I remember that.
And she sent one to Sam, and I ended up also getting one, which has been really fun. It's, but it's so cool. Precious to me that I'm like, I can only color in it when I'm like very fully focused, because I don't want to mess it up. Yeah.
But I think a postcard is an easy way to do it. And you've talked before about chip clips. I've liked that idea a lot because everybody eats chips.
Yes, like there's a difference in like there's also, we could go into the whole merch thing, is that how Sam there's that funny video of Sam that I really like where it's like, I would never want to have a merch store, and then it's like him showing we have a merch. And we're
losing money.
Yeah, so merch is mostly like, unless you become a there's certain places where merch is actually something that people are willing to buy that you would make a profit on, right? But most merch is just actually your marketing expense.
I wouldn't even worry about trying to make a profit on it because I mean, it's
And so if that's the point, like if the point is it's a marketing expense, then you need to find things that are like going to stay on top of mind, which is why when I used to do a lot of consulting, they would be like, we want to get pins, we want to get like all these other things, and there's like flyers or the fidget spinners or whatever, and I'm like, okay, those are probably fun and cool, but at the same time, chip clips are going to be the one thing that someone's never going to get rid of, and they're going to use it often.
I know. I don't know where they go, but I'm always losing my chip clips, and so they're very valuable around here.
Yeah, and if you get them with a magnet on them, because they're either going to be used on chips. If they're not used on chips, people immediately put them on like their fridge or something else that's going to be magnetized so that they don't lose them. It can be holding like the most precious things. Like I've seen people use marketing chip clips to hold up like their sonograms,
Yeah.
And so you become associated with like being part of the family and being part of like obviously always used all the time. And then that's also advertising for other people that come over too.
But I don't know if you mentioned it or not earlier, but you do need to, charge enough in your offer to cover that stuff. Because like the equipment stuff, there was a guy that he would go on lives and would do his offer, and it came with like a free mic or like a little light or whatever, just to kind of get them totally set up to start making content. But he was charging like $700-800, and so he could easily cover like a $90 mic or something.
Right, and like. But you can still make that impact, the feeling of feeling super special. There's actually a post this morning about Claire Quinn, Kirby's fiance, and she in the office sends all the merch out, and she does handwritten notes with them now, and so people feel very special about that,
Well, the first time that I ordered school merch, even back then, it was someone else doing it, but I got a handwritten note, and I was like, wow, this is really, really cool if they took the time to do that. Like, it just adds that little 10% extra of like, this is nice.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be to ship a postcard 10,000 plus miles, right? But it is something I think that would be probably usually worth it, depending on like how much you're charging, so... Yeah. And think about that. How many times have you ever received like a handwritten note lately?
Not very often.
Yeah. It's like, it's rare almost. And it's always fun. No matter what it is, it's always fun to get something in the mail.
Yeah.
I've never once been like going into my mailbox and going, oh man, someone thought of me and sent me something. I'm always like, oh my God, let me look at this. No? So cool. So yeah, I think that's a great one. Thank you for sharing this too, Jesse. Yeah. I think it's like really great that like when you have something that's this cool, this is what I want to see more of in schoolers,
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
I like stuff like this too.
In fact, I need to go back into my thing and be like, yo, Elena, we need to gym this because this is really good.
Jesse said the stamp is $1.50. Well, darn. Maybe it's just an American thing. Just over here, it would cost us like $50 to send this.
Yeah. Now I'm going to be like looking up how much to send a postcard to the UK.
That was the other thing I was considering when I was thinking about having some kind of gift. Is like, I can only send this to you if you're in America.
Ooh, no. Sending a standard card or letter is $1.70 from the US to the UK. So I think it's doable. I think anybody. So charge more than $1.70 for your community so you can send postcards. That's funny. And then I guess it would be you'd also need to find out what their address is too. So
true. And they may or may not want to give that to you depending on how long they've been in there.
Yeah. Maybe do it like at a different point. Be like, sometimes if you've been like a time unlock, you could have a time unlock course where it's like, hey, give us your address because sometimes we like to send fun things out.
Yeah. Here's a comment real quick. I've seen this a lot too, where so they'll send like stickers. Someone sent her the cat plushie, and that's pretty cool. I see a lot of different schools will do like giveaways, and they'll do school merch as their giveaway. So they don't even have to make their own merch. They can just do school merch, and I like that. It's cool.
I've done that before. I sent the value pack school merch. So they got a hat, the sweatshirt, or the t-shirt or something. And so they got all this stuff at one time. That was really
It is
fun.
a valuable pack, I have to say. I've thought about buying a second one because when I first bought my merch, all they had was blue, and now they got the black ones, and I'm like, I got to get that because I'm an emo boy.
It's like, but we're a big fan over here of the cat plushie. I want to know like yeah, they pretty much get everything. When you look at the school value pack, it's a hat, sweatshirt, t-shirt, and stickers.
Yeah.
So you just do that, and then you add the plushie.
I don't have the cat plushie yet. I need to get that.
You need it. Okay. If you get the cat plushie, okay, so let me see. Can you share it what the cat plushie looks like?
Yes, let me pull it up.
Or even just their merch?
Yeah, I can get it. I'll get it.
Okay, thank you.
Wonder Woman 2.
So if you don't have it already, then when you get a school cat plushie, you're going to be shocked at the quality. Because you look at it and you think it's going to be like kind of like fabric kind of feeling.
That's what it looks like.
But it feels like it's like a thick, soft, almost like velvety feel. Like it's very like it's high quality. It's insane how
I was shocked at how
quality.
good the sweaters and the hats are, like how the quality of them. I was shocked by that as well. They're really, really high quality. And something like that is normally like double the price that they're charging. I don't know. They're definitely losing money.
Well, that's why they're losing money on them. Yeah, no, I don't know how else to describe this, but it's like when you hold it, okay, this is it. You're going to have to send me your address, Eric, because you need a cat plushie. Because you need to feel the quality of it so that we can explain this better. If anybody else has a school cat plushie, can you try to like in words write out how
Faith said
high
it feels
quality
like
it is?
super soft felt.
Yeah, something, I don't know. It's like even like I want to say felt, but then I also want to be like it's better than that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can't touch soft things.
Okay, it's not like it's okay. I have a soft thing too where I can't touch soft things, but this is a different type of soft thing.
Different kind of soft. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a safe soft.
All right. What do we got next on the docket?
YouTube banned a schooler.
This was an interesting post. Benjamin lost an 80,000 subscriber channel. I would absolutely cry if that happened to me. I mean, I've lost a few different TikTok channels, but that's different because, you know, I can build up 10,000 followers really quickly. But, like, losing that many YouTube channel subscribers, that's devastating. Oof. Yeah.
Yeah. I found the right one. Oof, because that's really hard. And in fact, it's like for him, he has it's like a YouTube
School.
I think it's a YouTube school too.
Yeah, he does. So I'm sure he has other channels.
Right, of course. But people are getting banned for no reason, and then there's not really anybody to reach out to and be like,
no,
yo, this was like, why?
It's on all the different platforms. There's like no help. You just end up talking to an AI.
And then it's like very frustrating because this is your livelihood, right? So, and this is okay. I fully believe in school. I fully believe it'll always be around, right? Mm-hmm. But from the get-go, and this is something I've been saying for, I want to say like 10 plus years. If you don't have an email list, you don't have a business. And what I mean by that is you could be doing something, but it's more of going to be like a hobby or a side quest for you if you don't have a way to contact them outside of whatever platform you're doing it on. So no matter, like if you have a paid community, you're already going to be getting their emails. So make sure to export every once in a while so that you have those available. And then also I would make sure to, if you have like a free community, one of your first questions should just be asking for an email. That is just, I fully believe in Skool, but I'm always going to say that you need to be asking for emails, because that is how you secure yourself as a business owner, no matter what platform you're on. There's been
anything
so
can
many.
happen.
Yeah, there's been, you know how Facebook has Facebook groups?
Mm-hmm.
There is people that have been on there, and they have questions that they can ask before they're approved, and they weren't asking about emails. And so that was like my first thing that we did, is anytime I was helping somebody that had a Facebook group, we would go in there, change the questions to include email. And then there are other, like, there's automations that will extract the email. So you can have like an extension and it will extract it and put it in a Google Doc for you. So that's not all manual work. But that was really important, because if you lost your entire Facebook group, then you had your emails where you could reach out to people too.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard schoolers come from Facebook who have lost their Facebook groups, and now they ended up here because of that. Like I've heard it. I can't even tell you how many times.
Right. And so if you're listening to this and you do have a Facebook group and you didn't get their emails, one of the easiest ways to get everybody's emails is to just start creating a bunch of like free lead magnets that they would already be interested in, and collect their emails that way. And then obviously move them over to Skool. So
Also, another side note, this is why I have like 7 TikTok channels and like 3 YouTube channels, because you just never know that you can get banned for any reason, and most times no reason. So it's always good to have a backup.
same with this. So like, as Benjamin's saying that YouTube banned him, if you had an 80K subscriber channel, something that you could do at the end of your YouTube videos is always show some sort of thing that people would at least be interested in, where they would be willing to give their email. So for him, it would have been like, here's some top YouTube hooks, or get on my newsletter and I'll send out the top 10 YouTube hooks for this week or whatever, right? And that would be where they're able to get the email. So if YouTube bans that channel, now he can turn around when he has his new YouTube channel or a different YouTube channel that he's going to like keep going, and then email all those people and be like, hey, we don't know what happened. YouTube banned the channel. We're trying to get it back. But until then, you can also watch our content here, right?
Yep.
So you're not fully losing everybody. That's what we want to like mitigate our loss when we're having to depend on people that will just yank it from you.
Yeah. It's a gut punch, though, for sure. I've been there. I know how it feels.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I like to saying, if something's free to use, you're the one being sold.
That's very true. That's very true. Oh, Jesse's got a comment that I want to share here. Jesse said, we've reached our max images. I can't add any more images. He said it would fit nicely into a lead magnet topic for the morning show. Have we talked about that before?
Lead magnets?
Yeah.
I don't know, but we can always do it again.
Yeah. Very true.
We could take this one down and.
Okay. All right. Okay, we're good now. All right, what's the next topic?
How long have you been on Skool? So this was really cool to see.
There's a lot of comments on that post.
Yeah, a lot of comments, because as you're going through there, you're seeing how many people have been here, like new people and then OG people, and it was just really awesome. He's been on here for 4 months. He's a level 5, and what I liked doing was going through there, seeing what they were saying, and like all the different types of questions they were asking each other.
Mm-hmm. Let us know how to find how long you've been on Skool.
Okay, so the easiest way is go to your profile, and then delete anything that's after your username. So like for me, I have @Jenna. So all I do is skool.com/@Jenna, and then it's going to say the date that you joined.
Yep. So so if you want to see at the top left corner, skool.com/@ your username. I've been on here since January 21st, 2024. So over almost 2.5 years.
And I've been here for just a little bit longer. I was January 6th of 2024.
Dang it, you beat me by like 2 weeks.
Just a little bit.
That was a really interesting post to go back and look at all that.
Yeah, and you might even go through there and find the people that have been on here as long as you have, and see if you like recognize them too. That would be cool.
Jesse's been here since February 2nd, 2024, so I got Jesse beat barely.
Just barely.
But you know, an idea that we've had for a conversation. It was actually our very first topic idea for our podcast that we've still not done when we started talking about this like 3 or 4 months ago. Was doing what we've learned in the 2 years on school, and we were going to get a bunch of people together and have their insights. And we've been like slowly here and there getting little quotes, but that's our long game plan, is to do a really good episode about that.
Good episode, like a long episode about all the different things that people have learned since being on here. Yeah. Another one was, remember when we did our episode with Victoria?
Yes, this was awesome. Victoria got her trophy for winning the school games, and did you watch the video? It was so cute.
Yeah, well, it was really sweet that like her husband was part of it too, you know?
Yeah, I loved it. She was really excited. She got her trophy for winning the school games. I can't even imagine like how good that would feel, because she worked so hard to win, and there was a week or so there where it looked like she was about to get kicked out, but then she just kept pushing forward, and she ended up winning the school game. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it was like each hurdle that she had, she found a way to jump over it, right? And persevere, and which is also really good because like her community is on manifestation, right?
Right.
So that would be important. And when she was doing this, one of the cool things is like you get to see, some people have shown like little glimpses, but this trophy comes in like a super high quality box too, right?
It's a nice looking trophy too.
Yeah.
It looks heavy. It looks like you could knock somebody out with it.
I think that they said like it's the same company that does like the Oscars or something like that.
Oh wow.
I could be, it's something along those lines. But yeah, they're pretty expensive.
They're not playing around over here.
No, it's like it's a big deal when you win school games. So it's really cool. They are all out there now because school games, like them meeting up and everything is happening this weekend.
I can't wait to watch it. I love watching the replay that they do. And it's usually like 2 or 3 hours. And it's just so interesting to just take that time and listen to everybody talk about how they're winning and all the different strategies, and possibly seeing Alex in pants again. That was interesting.
Alex wore pants, but no, it's getting warmer.
Oh, that's true.
I guess, you know what? This is what we could do for anybody that's not at school games. Let's all make our guesses of, is Alex going to be wearing shorts or pants in school games?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Sam will probably be in his regular jorts, the jean shorts, you know?
Yep. I think he's going to be in shorts just because it's getting hotter. This is the content that you pay for, guys.
Hey, we ain't getting paid. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's true.
This is how our brains work. Welcome to our brains. Yeah. Dr. Steven also had like a really cool post. I feel like
that little line.
What?
That's cool. I like the line.
Yeah. So by the way, if you see those cool kinds of things where like there is a line, those aren't able to be they're not in search. They're seen not as like word characters.
Yeah, so don't put them in your about page.
Right. Don't put them in your about page or in your post that you want people to, like, it's a word that you'd want them to find. So where do you think, like, basically his thing is, like, where will school be in, like a few years from now, 10 years from now?
Well, their goal is to get 1 billion users, correct?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take them to do that. I remember when I joined, they were, under 1 million? And then now, what are they at? 2 million?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like growth has slowed, but I feel like they slowed it on purpose to maybe optimize some things. And so it just depends on how comfortable and how fast they want to grow it. Because I think they could grow it even faster if they wanted to, but it feels like they're intentionally not.
Oh yeah, like if they wanted to grow Skool fast, they really could. There's been lots of opportunities to do so, but when you like zoom out, right? And this is from watching different businesses over the last few years and the way that it like whether one fails and one doesn't fail. There's been those moments where, and I always go back to TikTok, right? But it's like they have to set it up correctly, right? You need to have, for this kind of business, you would need to have enough communities on here to be good enough or great enough that there would be something that keeps people staying and keeps people locked in, like members, if you're trying to get members on here. Yeah. So they have to, before they can even do that, they have to get the owners in, the owners using it, the owners bringing their own members in, then getting all the feedback that they need to get, making the improvements so that it's something worth being on here versus like Facebook, or being on here versus Instagram, or all the other different places, you know? Yeah. And then now they're working on discovery. So we're at that like next step. We're working on discovery to make it really good, is where now that's kind of like leaning into more of the, we're about to see how fast Skool does blow up, you know? Yeah. But they'll still do it slowly, because you want to bring people in and be able to look at it, because you have people's first impression, and that matters a lot. So that's kind of where we're at for, like, you'll see Skool is doing this because Skool is wanting to make sure that when they bring the members on, it gives everybody their best chance to like have a place to belong and a place to like feel like they could be in a community or several communities, and it's worth being on the platform itself.
That makes sense. You know? But yeah, and what Dr. Stevens said too, like being on Skool now kind of feels like being on YouTube or Facebook back in like 2007, you know, when it was all kind of starting. Like you just get that, there's like a special vibe on here on Skool that you can't really explain, but it does feel like we're really early to something. And you can kind of tell it a lot from Alex and Sam about how much especially Sam, about how much he just loves it, and how it seems like he's doing this just for the love of the game. And yeah, I believe him when he says we can hit 1 billion. I believe him.
I think that we're going to get past 1 billion, but that's just me. I think that we're going to be looking at how people are using Skool is going to change from time to time, because there's already so many different creative ways people are using Skool. Think about like, okay, I have thought about having a Skool for my family, right? Having it like being unlisted, it doesn't need to be on Discovery or anything, but it would be fun to have one place where we capture all of our memories and post pictures for family, and it feels way more secure than me posting pictures of my kid on Facebook. Yeah. Even though I'm like have a super private account, right? Yeah. There's people that use Skools for their team members, but then there's others that are using it for like little boutiques or coffee shops or different things like that, where it's more local based, right? So I think that we'll just end up seeing way more as it keeps growing.
That is an interesting idea. Like with Facebook and with TikTok recently, they're adding these like new licenses agreement where basically when you post your content there, it's allowing basically to be train AI and different things like that. And I don't post my kids anywhere on Facebook, TikTok, anywhere, just because there's so many creeps, and I don't want to I don't want to involve them without their consent. And but Skool does feel a little bit safer. I still don't know if I would do it, but it does seem a little bit safer than someplace else like that.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm just like, I'm never gonna like fully delete my Facebook, because Facebook Marketplace. So now we got to figure out like a Skool Marketplace, right?
Ooh, that would be interesting.
It would be cool. And TikTok lately has been getting like super local for me.
I hate it.
I'm like, someone was doing a review on a local restaurant, and it popped up on my FYP, and I was like, this is too close to home. Yeah. I'm out of here. You know?
Yep. I'm not liking that direction at all. That's
Like,
the first thing I do when I make a new account is I literally will block every single person that I know.
Oh my goodness. So there's more accounts that you've blocked from me. I see.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, you and your secret cat accounts. No, it was like, it's funny. Your video popped up on my FYP the other day about veal.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what veal was, and I was shocked.
What I commented on your TikTok was don't look up the different types of veal because there are, and it's worse.
Oh, Lord.
It'll hurt your feelings. But yeah, anyways, back to like squirrel mode. Where do you think school will be in 10 years? Like just so that we can look back in 10 years from now, we'll go find this episode that was on April 17th, 2026.
Well, okay, let's think about it. They were growing at about 1 million a year, right? Ish. But it slowed down. But if they get back to where they were, I mean, they could be at 10 million maybe in 10 years. But unless you get that exponential growth, then maybe... Okay, here's my final answer. 100 million users.
You think there'll be 100 million users in 10 years?
Yep. How about you?
I think that's so lowball. I think we'll have already hit the 1 billion in 10 years for sure.
I mean, it's very possible.
Like, I'm thinking, because the way that things grow so quickly, once you do have things in place, and knowing what has happened in the last 2 years, like, so we're at that like foundation point. I think that in 10 years we will have at least, we're either going to be at the 1 billion or we're going to be pretty close to it.
Which is all the more reason to optimize your community now and just keep being consistent with it. Because, I mean, just imagine, like, how easy it's going to be to just get really, to blow up on school. If we start now.
I'm having an existential crisis over here, realizing how old I'll be in 10 years, too.
Oh, I don't want to think about that.
Ah! No.
Why would you do
Anyways,
this to me?
sorry.
Let's go. Boo sound effect.
Let's see. What could be that one that this is how I was feeling?
Yeah, that's it.
And then you're over there like,
Shut up, Mom!
yeah, that's what's happening right now. Anyways, are we ready to, or did anybody else have any ideas of where you think school will be in 10 years?
Hopefully we are all alive.
Oh, yeah, that would be.
Hopefully the Earth exists.
What the world, Eric?
Jack thinks he'll be at 1 billion, so he's with you.
Okay. We'll be at 1 billion and we'll be alive. We'll just be older, but we'll be alive at least. I'm going to cry.
Hey, but you know what time it is?
Yes, I do. It is. Did you find it?
Breaking news.
There are some must-see communities ranking on the game's leaderboards. They're actually pretty cool. The first one that I think, well, which one do you want to start with?
Well, this is the first one that I saw on the School Games leaderboard. Sword Girl
Sword
Dojo. I've never seen anything like this in my whole life. They do like sword meditation where you're like swinging a sword around. It's really cool. I didn't even know that was a thing that exists, that you could like meditate using a sword, and it just sounds really cool. Mm-hmm. I think it's for girls, which I'm sad about because I want to try it.
You're like, wait a minute. If I put on a wig, can I join?
Maybe I'll make the Sword Man Dojo.
Yeah, it's reclaiming power together through sword flow, opening the heart, and through sisterhood. So I'm pretty sure it is for girls.
Yeah, sisterhood probably gives it away. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how she like even shows like her story, how she was having. I'm just going to read through her story thing real quick. It says, my story. At 26, I was battling constant eczema flare-ups, endometriosis, chronic exhaustion, crippling anxiety, and shrinking myself to keep everyone else comfortable. Then I found my sword practice, and I made a vow to myself. At 31, my skin is clear, my body is pain-free, my nervous system is calm, and I walk into every room knowing exactly who I am. And I'm like,
That's so
that
badass.
sounds so cool.
I had anxiety, and then I got rid of it with a sword. That's so freaking cool.
Yeah, and it feels super like The Last Airbender, because she said
Yeah.
sword girl foundations,
Water,
the
air,
permission to feel. Yeah.
Fire.
The safety to be is earth. The power to create is fire. And I don't know what air is because it did cut off. So that's like one sad thing. But
Yeah, somebody
know,
join this and let me know how cool it is.
it's like really, it's pretty convincing. Like
And she says you don't have to have a sword. You can start with a stick.
Ooh.
Yep. You can do stick flow.
Let me join so that I can do my sword practice every time before school morning show. And then as I walk in, it'll be like, Earth has come in to the room. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. What's next?
There was one that I had seen, and he was ranking higher, but it's gonna like I don't know if he's like actually going for the games or not right now, but it is the Exotic Veterinary Academy, which they did end up actually sharing on School News.
School of the week.
It was a School of the Week. It's just so cool to see something like this community right here where you think about like people are going to have exotic animals, right?
It's so niche.
Yeah, it's so niche. There's like when you do have an exotic animal, you are going to want to talk to other exotic animal owners, and you are going to want to be able to take care of your own animals, right? Mm-hmm. So,
and people who can afford exotic animals probably have lots of money, I would assume.
Right, and his is mostly for like vets, but like when I saw this, right, I was thinking you can come in here and start to like whether it's a regular vet that's just wanting to be better with like exotic animals, or if you're an exotic animal owner, I'm pretty sure that you could join and still get like great information for like what you need to know. Plus, if I was a exotic animal owner, I would be paying this just to be able to know who I want to like go take my animals to go see, you know.
Or if you're a parrot and you want to learn more about yourself.
You threw me for that one. My brain was like super like
it was buffering.
in it. Yeah, I was like, if you're a parrot, you can go learn more about yourself.
Yeah, but he's killing it. Absolutely crushing. And he's got an awesome name too.
Yeah, Zoltan. How would you say the last name?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm just a small town pig farmer. I don't know nothing about that.
That's not exotic enough for the exotic. I'm just kidding. You know that turtle? I'm not turtly enough for the turtle club. Turtle.
I love that movie.
Then the next one, we are gonna have a harder time pronouncing this unless you can.
I'm gonna give it my best try.
Okay, go ahead.
It is the Amanatris Academy.
We'll go. Great job! Yay!
$10,000.
She changed it to $10,000 because she does not want people joining right now. She like when you translate this to English, she basically. Let's see. I'm gonna translate it real quick. If you want to bring one up, the place is closed. So this is one thing that I thought was interesting. I don't even know if she knows she's ranking on games, but it might be worth like letting her know if somebody wanted to. Maybe I should do that. But she's number 4 in spirituality because she teaches people how to speak to animals.
How to talk to animals.
Yes.
That's wild.
She's
I didn't
like,
even know this existed.
Yeah. She said, so let me read like what it says on
I got it pulled up here.
Google translation. All right. So it's like the place is closed. It's the #1 Spanish-speaking community for learning to communicate with animals with real certainty. Have you ever received something from your pet and thought, am I making this up? This place is for you. That is so cool. And the fact that she has a lot of people in here, it's making me question, can you talk to animals?
I know. That's what I'm wondering.
And like her way of like, so like, try it for a month, cancel anytime you want. Animals have a lot to tell you, and you have the ability to hear it. I'm like, now I'm really curious. I'm like, man, I need to go learn Spanish so I can go learn how to talk to animals in her Spanish community. But
I feel like my cat is just always saying food.
Food. Give me some more food.
I don't know if you guys heard that loud crash a few minutes ago. That was literally my cat knocking over the trash can, I assume. And there's probably stuff all over the kitchen floor, so I'll have to check that out in a little bit.
You know, I bet my animals would be saying something like, did you see that? Did you see that movement over there? Did you see that? Probably be like, I saw a snake today. I saw a snake. The snake was slithery. The snake was over there. The snake was going after the chickens. I need to kill the snake. Like, that's probably what was happening for my animals. Because they're kind of like super hyper about it. But yeah.
So which one of these three would you be most interested in? Sword girl, talking to animals, or taking care of exotic animals? We had 2 animal ones.
Yeah. 2 animal ones. Animals are cool. For me personally, I don't have any exotic animals right now. I used to have an African gray parrot. Fun fact story. The way that we got the African gray was my grandpa was down in South America, I think. And he traded a t-shirt to a local for him to climb up the tree and get him a baby parrot.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So then it had to like go through customs and everything. And then my parents had it. Well, then, and this was all before I was born at first. And my parents had it, but then they moved to Jordan. Because my dad was in the Air Force and he was stationed over there. So then they had to leave the parrot with family. And the parrot was so attached to my parents that it ended up plucking all of its feathers except for its head feathers. So like that would have been a perfect community back then for them.
Yeah.
And her name was Soyo. And she would like sing her name. She'd go, Soyo.
Birds
and
are
then
so cool. I wish they were real.
They are real. And she would play the piano, and she would my aunt found out, because my aunt was the one watching him. My aunt found out that my parents were going to be moving to Texas, so she was moving away from him. And so they taught the bird to say, I hate Texas. And
did it have the Texas accent like that too?
yes, it would go, I hate Texas. And so it was like, thanks a lot for that.
That's hilarious.
But, yeah. So that would have been the one I liked.
Yeah, Jack votes for this one as well.
Yeah. Could you imagine like going into that, not maybe even being like a little bit skeptical, and then you go through there and then you actually find out that your animals are talking to you?
That would be so cool. I guess first I need to learn how to speak Spanish.
Right.
Because it's in Spanish.
True. Did you hear? Okay, we're just going off on things right now. So, did you hear that it's going around where it's like how the Navy actually has like Navy dolphins and Navy like seals?
Don't even start.
I have to. It is like, it's so crazy. So maybe animals can talk to you because they're talking to the dolphins and the seals.
I mean, I've heard some things about dolphins that could make me believe this to be true. But we'll save that for our next conspiracy episode.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm actually considering that sword one.
Yeah. Let me know if you join it, because I'm curious.
Do I need another thing? Okay. You guys can help me decide.
Community.
Do I need to be in another community? And should I get something that's about swords and start doing this when I have a 4-year-old son that's going to be watching me and possibly trying to do the same thing?
Yeah, both of my kids, I have to take sticks away from them quite a lot because they try to poke each other's eyes out.
Because this little dude is like copying everything I do to the point where I bought him, like, so I have a desk in the living room now because he prefers me to be where he is. Well, he wanted his own desk, so he has his own desk and his own office chair, and he has his little, like, educational books. And so right now, as I'm doing this, he's at his desk doing, like, homework stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that he would copy me and end up wielding a sword at 4. And then we might all be in danger.
Should Jenna join the sword community? Yes
I
or
don't know.
no? Well, guys,
Ooh, I like Jennifer's thing. She used to have a room full of lizards and snakes and rats.
and Jesse said dolphins aren't real. So, yep. The answer is no. All right. Well, there's your answer. Sorry.
No. Okay.
Well, we are
At some point, I will.
we are about to do a bunch of more episodes for next week because we're going on vacation. But we will still be here every single day. So come back Monday. We will have some episodes live, and it's going to be as good as ever.
If you, because we're going to do, obviously we're going to go one at a time, but if you go to the pin post in What is School, we said drop your suggestions for topics next week. We'll start with the one that we already have planned, but if there are ones that you are interested in us doing, you still have time to go throw some suggestions in there. So
Throw them up.
that
Maybe
throw
not
up, you guys.
And we'll end it with
That's
that.
All right. Bye.
Bye.